you know, we can now begin to think about, technology, and you probably started to notice that there might be kind of some sort of risk of technology maybe replacing labor. Like there could be some kind of underlying, some kind of underlying risk here that might need to be controlled for. So if that's the case, we can begin to look at how, how it interacts with, if I were to sort of draw, we would look at how it perhaps interacts with this point here, right? It can assist with labor, but the real question is, could something like AI, could something like AI actually replace certain aspects of labor, right? The general rule of thumb is anything that AI can assist with, it might also be able to replace as well. Okay. So that's sort of like something that's a bit concerning and something that we really need to kind of think about as a precaution going forwards. So that's a real sort of like, precaution that we have to bear in mind. Um, so I think, what we're going to end up looking at in the next session to sort of add on to what this is here is again take a really kind of close analysis of maybe some more empirical evidence of when AI might replace certain areas of labor and human capital. So again, just having a sort of basic surface level understanding of the four main factors of production, which are these things, and then also understanding on top of the four main factors of production, having an understanding of what you might need to sort of think about in terms of the different things that each factor of production are affected by, one of them being labor and technology, that can really help you to start to construct the essay argument that we will use going forward when we continue to think about how much of a threat is technology to current labor levels. Okay, so I would now like to recommend some readings to you. I've selected two bits of reading that I'd like to recommend. The first one is Race Against the Machine by Brynjolfsson and Andrew McAfee. Again, this is sort of like a follow-up to the kind of main kind of key one. It really takes a more detailed empirical approach on the sort of scenario we have at hand, which is essentially, the current state of kind of technology and progress within the space of experimental intelligent machines. In other words, to what extent, to what real known extent can can these kind of machines and potentially artificial intelligence and machine learning processes threaten to replace the current system and pipeline we have in place for humanity? Is there any sort of material risk for that?